Hare Krishna. This is the reading from Navavraja Mahima by His Holiness Shivaram Swami Maharaj. So today we will have an overview of Giriraj Govardhan, the pastime places on Giriraj Govardhan. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshthai Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswata Devim Gauravani Pracharini Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Tadati Swapadantikam. So as we look at the map, there are many pastime places that are shown on the map there. I know the map has to be zoomed in. If you are able to do that, I'm just going to read out the pastime places, just enumerate them, and quickly say what pastime took there. Govardhana Hill. The crest jewel of Raja was born from Krishna's heart in Goloka when Radha desired a beautiful dancing arena. And this Govardhan Hill looked like a crown. The crown of Goloka, when Lord Krishna lifted him up during the Govardhan Leela. Next place, pastime place is Mukharai. Mukharai is the residence of Sri Radha's maternal grandmother. And Radharani, on the plea of visiting her relatives, would meet Krishna here. The deities of Radha, Kirtida and Mukhara are served in this village. And next pastime place is Rahela. Rahela is the place where Uddhava entered Nanda Maharaja's kingdom and where Krishna once played his flute while the gopis were still bathing and dressing in the evening. In their haste to join Krishna, they all neglected their appearance. The next place is Naradavana. Narada Muni resides in this forest eternally. The next one is Narada Kunda. This is where Narada Muni performed austerities and became able to see the Ashtakaliya Leela of Radha and Krishna. At Krishna's request, he remained at this lake and penned the Narada Bhakti Sutra. Next place is Kelanavana. The caravan of Vrajavasis carts stretched from here, the Kelanavana, to Deravali when they set up a camp on their way from Chatikara to Nandagrama. Kelanavana. Next one is Kilalakunda. Within the waters of this lake, Krishna sometimes enjoys splashing and swimming with the gopis. Next one is Pandukatirtha, the field at the banks of Kilalakunda, where Krishna and the Gopas play ball. Kanduka Tirtha, the ball play area. Next one is Yugalakunda, where the Vrajavasis stayed on their way from Chatikara to Nandagrama. Many places that the Vrajavasis stayed on their way from Chatikara to Nandagrama. Like we just heard, Kelanavana and this Yugalakunda. And there's one more place, Deravali. These are places. Next one is Panchatirtha Kunda. This is also called Harideva Kunda. It contains the purifying waters of 5 sacred rivers: Gomati, Narmada, Sarayu, Vedra, and Kanchi. 5 holy places also reside on the bathing ghatas of the lake: Ganga, Pushkara, Prayaga, Kurukshetra, and Gaya. So this is Panchatirtha Kunda or Harideva Kunda. Next one is Pushpavana. The gopis come here to collect flowers. On one such occasion, Krishna pretended to be the gardener of the king and accused them of stealing flowers. But since his sins proved to be greater, Radha sentenced him to dress her hair. Pushpavana, the pastimes with flowers, where Krishna dressed Sri Radhika's hair with flowers. Pushpavana. On another occasion, Krishna lifted Radha up in the air with the branch of a tree. There are sub-forests in Pushpavana such as Ashokavana, Kadambavana, and Kusumavana. Kusuma Sarovara, that's the name. Created by Krishna after being sentenced to decorate Radha's hair. So Kusuma Sarovara. Sarovara is lake, Kusuma is flowers. This is the lake of flowers. In the heart of Pushpavana. This is created by Krishna. Because he needs this lake of flowers to decorate Sri Radhika's hair. This is where Ashtavakra Muni was liberated. Narada attained a gopi body in Kusuma Sarovara. And Uddhava narrated Srimad Bhagavatam for the Dwaraka queens at Kusuma Sarovara. The Radha Vanabihari temple stands on the bank of the lake. Kusuma Sarovara. Next one is Uddhava Baithaka. After witnessing the depth of the gopis' love, Uddhava prayed to take birth as grass in Vrajam in order to obtain the dust of the cowherd damsel's lotus feet. Since his desire was fulfilled, he eternally resides as creepers around Kusuma Sarovara. So Uddhava Bhaitaka is at Kusuma Sarovara. because this is where Uddhava became a blade of grass in Vraja and remains there eternally as a creeper around Kusuma Sarovara. Next one is Shyamavana. The forest is named Shyama not only due to its darkness, but also because here Radha once disguised herself as Shyama, giving an opportunity to Krishna, who was disguised as Radha, to take all the gopis to a kunja one by one. So Krishna dressed up as Radha to take all the gopis to a kunja one by one. Then what does Sri Radhika do? She dressed herself, disguised herself as Shyama. So all that pastime took place here in Shyamavana. In the same forest, Krishna and Balarama once played Holi with their gopis on the full moon night of Phalguna. That's Shyamavana. Next one, Ratnakunda. A rasa wedding at the lake marks a Rasavedi at the lake marks the place where Krishna would dance with the gopis. So this is Ratnakunda, where Krishna would do rasa dance with his gopis. Here too is the divine couple's famous Ratna Simhasana, upon which they sat after playing Holi when Shankachuda appeared to kidnap Radha. The footprints of Krishna are visible in a stone which melted at the sound of the flute. The sound of the flute melted the stone that Krishna was standing on. So the footprints of Krishna are seen here. And this is a Rasasthala also. That's Ratnakunda. Next one is Gwalavana or Gopalakunda, a resting place of the Gopas. That's why Gopalakunda. Sometimes before eating, the cowherd boys steal Krishna's tiffin and throw it around, playing keep away until it gets back to Krishna. Once Madhubangala tried to hide some prasada in his scarf, but the Gopas stole it from him. So these pastimes with the Gopas, they happen here at Gopalakunda. Next one is Manasa Ganga. This original form of Ganga was invoked by Krishna's mind when the Gopas insisted that he should purify himself by bathing in the sacred river after killing Vatsasura. When the Vrajvasis wanted to go on pilgrimage to Mother Ganga, Krishna convinced them to visit Manasa Ganga to meet her. This is where they celebrated Deepavali the following night. So Manasa Ganga originated from Krishna's mind. When the Gopas insisted that he should purify himself because he killed a cow, Vatsasura, the calf. So Deepavali was also celebrated. That's Manasa Ganga. Next one is Chakratirtha. After Govardhana was set back in place, the Sudarshana Chakra requested Krishna that he may stay somewhere in the area. Krishna gave him Chakratirtha as a place of bhajana. That's wonderful. Sudarshana was given a place for bhajan. So Sudarshan's bhajan kutir is Chakratirtha. This is also the place of Chakreshwara Mahadeva and Sanatana Goswami. So 3 great personalities at Chakratirtha. Bhajan kutir of Sudarshana, Sanatana Goswami, and the Chakreshwara Mahadeva is also there. Next one is Sanatana Goswami's Bhajan Kutir, just there at Chakratirtha. This is where old Sanatana worshipped the Shila he received from Krishna personally during one of his Govardhana Parikramas. Once, when Sanatana Goswami became disturbed by the mosquitoes at Chakratirtha, Chakreshwara Mahadeva ordered them to leave the area. So all the mosquitoes vacated, left that place. Chakratirtha. So Sanatana Goswami can continue his bhajan without disturbance. So that is Sanatana Goswami's bhajan kutira at Chakratirtha. Next one is Paranga. Krishna, disguised as a boatman, was ferrying Radha and the gopis from this boat landing of Chakratirtha to the other side of Manasa Ganga. So Paranga, where Radha and gopis wanted to go to the other side of Manasa. So at this place Paranga, Krishna disguised as a boatman to take them to the other side. All of them are pretty close, huh? Manasa Ganga, Paranga, Chakratirtha. Next one is Saubhari Muni's place. On the bank of Manasa Ganga stands the palace where Saubhari Muni lived with his 50 wives. Mandata Maharaja's residence is nearby. So King Mandata, Saubhari Muni, they were in Braja at Govardhan. Saubhari Muni's place. Next one, Mukharavinda temple. This temple is home to a Shila considered to be the lotus mouth of Govardhana and Mukuta Shila, the stone with the impression of Krishna's crown. That's Mukharavinda temple. So that's considered to be the lotus mouth of Govardhana. Mukharavinda temple. The next place is Harideva temple. Once Krishna heard his names, "Oh Hari, oh Deva," and so appeared before the gopis. When Radha begged him to stay, he left a deity of himself behind that the gopis could serve daily. So he left a deity of himself behind that the gopis could serve daily. Other residents of Raja thought him to be an incarnation of Lord Narayana. So Harideva temple is also there at Govardhana. So those are few places in Govardhana, and we will hear more next time. Jai Jai Shri Radhe Radhe Shyam.